Good afternoon there, my Facebook friends. This is Dana Stevens again coming to you from Chicago. I want to share with you my thoughts concerning the election. But prior to getting into that, I want to lay the foundation from my first video concerning my thoughts on the killings of our black men. And what I laid there was, we as whites brought you as blacks to America for one purpose and one reason only, and that is to be a slave. And all of our systems were devised as ways to keep you oppressed under our control. But as you know, we have not been able to fully do that. So lastly, we have resorted to shooting and killing your men. Now from there, I want to go into Genesis chapter 15, starting at verse 12 and ending on verse 14. And it says that as the sun was going down, Abram, and we know who later became Abraham, fell into a deep sleep, and a terrifying darkness came down over him. Then the Lord said to Abram, "You can be sure that your descendants will be strangers in a foreign land, where they will be oppressed as slaves for 400 years. I'm going to stop at verse 13 here, and I'll get to 14 in a second. I want to go to Trump. Donald Trump is not the Antichrist, but what he is he is the manifestation of the hidden hearts of white America. White Americans' hearts were revealed last night when Donald Trump rose to power. They revealed that they need and want a man who will protect their fears, their biases, and their hatreds towards you as black Americans, so that we can remain in control. That's it. It's not ignorance, because education can break that, but it is a heart condition which only God can transform. So now I want to go back, and I want to say to my white Americans, where we were brought up, and you know, if you are white, that we are good people, that yeah, we might have a couple bad eggs in the bunch, but for the most part, we are just good people. And we would never ever think for a moment, Genesis chapter 15 verse 14, that says this, "But I, God, will punish the nation that enslaves them. And in the end, they, you, my chosen black brothers and sisters," or the Hebrew slaves back in the New Testament, "will come away with great wealth." White America, chapter 15 of Genesis, verse 14, is for us. God is going to punish us for how we have enslaved our black brothers and sisters, how we murdered Native American Indians in coming here to take their land. And why do I believe that is happening? And why is it so close? It was 400 years that the Hebrews were slaves in Egypt. Well, on August 20, in the year 1619, historically marks the early planting of the seeds of the American slave trade. Although American slavery was not a known institution at that time, this group of Africans were the first to go on record to be sold as involuntary laborers. That was August 20th of 1619. Add 400 to that. We are looking at 2019 will mark 400 years. And that's why I bring this message now to my black brothers and sisters, that there is hope for you. Your oppressiveness and you being under the control and the hands of white America is coming to an end, because your 400 years will be up in 2019. And I believe that you are direct descendants of Abraham. You are God's chosen people. And I understand that you're frustrated.